Superbike Championship 15-lap race about to start, and we have 5 points separating Daniel Medham and Scott Moyer for the title. Alistair Hugenbosom is in third, just 5 points ahead of Sloane Frost, and then a further 12 points back is Damon Rees. So we've got battles for the championship all over the racetrack here as the lights come on, ready to go. And there we go away, and great start. Damon Rees off pole position. A good jump there from Daniel Medham off the second row of the grid as well. So this is going to be a great little fight as we see Damon Rees into turn one. And then we've got Scotty Moyer. Daniel Medham stands him up and around turn one. So Daniel Medham's going to go into second place with Scotty Moyer there in third. There's Al Hoogie there in fourth with Sloane Frost. A good start from Sloane in fifth place. So we're all on here, and the battle for the title at the moment is advantage Daniel Medham as he is ahead of Scotty Moyer into turn 5. Out of there we go with Damon Rees, the Team Rees Racing Honda. He's just got to put his head down and head off in the distance. He's still got a mathematical chance of getting third place in this championship. So we watch out for this one, but there's the battle for the championship. There's a two-horse race, and it is Daniel Medham ahead of Scotty Moyer at the moment. So come on, Taupo, get him behind. He pulls up alongside, not quite close enough for a move into turn 9, but this is going to be the fight we want to see. This is going to be the Suzuki Tussle we've been waiting for. It's Daniel Medham from Coleman's K Road and Gull, New Zealand with Scotty Moyer, Pro Moto, Dino Labs, CD Vandermeer Builders, the Suzuki there as well. So this is on for the title, but Damon Rees has got the great start. He's out front and flying at the moment, down the back straight. And they all fly down there, so a clean start. Everyone got away all right, and the Honda medical car just heading around the back of the circuit at the moment. So Damon Rees into the flip-flop. Here we go. Daniel Medham, Scotty Moyer. This is exciting stuff. Al Hoogie, he's in fourth place. That's what he needs to do with Sloane Frost there and behind him. So we're all on here at NZSBK.
Well, certainly indeed, and nice to be back on the microphone. Lovely lunch break. Special shout out to Grant and Vicky, the highlight of my day, the absolute highlight of my day. Thank you, folks. God bless, safe travels, and great to catch up as we get back to the racing. Indeed, Mighty Demon, there he goes, Demon Damo. He's on fire here at the moment. This is the Damon Rees we know and love and respect. What a great run from this man. Yes, indeed, from our days of watching him on a scooter buzzing around the pits when his awesome dad was racing at Manfield, to him going to mini motocross, junior motocross. We've followed him all the way through to some great efforts in senior motocross, where he rode the Tony Rees motorcycles onto CRF 250, and then deciding, no, I'm going to follow Dad and I'll have a go at road racing. He left brother Mitch behind, older brother Mitch. He was a very competent motocrosser, of course. He was one of our New Zealand riders in the World Junior Championships hosted right here in Taupo, New Zealand back in 2009. He was an exceptional talent as well. He went on to win some great motos, and particularly spectacular on his home circuit at Awakaponga. But this man Damon just took to road racing, and man, since then winning the Formula 2 of the Suzuki Series and New Zealand 600 Championship. He came into his own, and unfortunately just when he was hitting superbikes he had a bit of a knockback, but man, you're seeing the class of this man, and he's right back at home here. This year the class has been turned upside down. He has as well, but look at the advantage he's got. It is huge. It's as if he's got to put a parachute on the drag bike to throw it into that corner, but he does it in a spectacular style. So come on, Taupo, I want to see some real excitement. You people there in the corporate boxes up on the grandstand, show your excitement, show your class. This is an all-time favourite of many of the race fans here today. Demon Damo, of course, doing ASBK as well, the Australian Superbike Series, where you can follow more about his racing as well. So great to see out there. Damon along with Scott. Come on, Taupo. It is Scott Moyer there for an awesome second place as he bowls his way through there at this stage. And I think you know it, Brad. In fact, Daniel's going to know it as well, that it's all about consistency. Man, remembering this guy had a crash here on Friday at practice day, and he wasn't too good yesterday. The bike not picture perfect for him, so he's got a lot of common sense riding to do with this one. Sitting back there at the moment is he's got that 5-point lead, and if he finishes in third with Scott in second, he will win it by 1 point. He will know that. He will know that. And you watch the common sense of this young man and become a first-time New Zealand Superbike champion. In fact, of course, all three of those out there have never been New Zealand Superbike champions, so wouldn't they all deserve it? But there can only be but one winner, and it could be that man back in third place. But the excitement builds as we look out for the best time at a 1:27.9 out there. So not the hot pace at this stage, but it's all on. In fact, I've just been updated by George that the lap time shown in our records, in fact, is a qualifying time, which doesn't count as a race time, so we're not too far away from that lap time. George thinks it's about a 1:27.6 or thereabouts. So at 1:27.9, we're just 3/10 of a second away for it. Look at the delight that he's got out here, because man, Brad, he has just scorched off this pack and bolted out in the front.
Absolutely, this is exactly what he knew he could do as well, so it's good confidence boosting stuff. Damon Rees out front flying off pole position, but there we go. Scotty Moir, he needs to try and push hard. He needs to get up on the back of Damon Rees. He needs to either win this race or he needs Daniel Medham to come into trouble or get passed by Al Hoogie. So Scotty Moir, it's in his hands at the moment. He's got to get out there and win this race. Daniel Medham just knows he's got to finish within striking distance of Scotty. He's got the 5-point advantage, so it's all on here. The championship's coming alive, but another quick little bit of mass, and I think this could be enough for Damon Rees to get up and maybe challenge for third in the title. So we'll have a look at that as well as we see the battle for the title. That's a 2-horse race between two people that have never won the Superbike Championship, and there we go, Damon Rees with Al Hoogie and Sloane Frost. The battle for 3NZ has come alive as well. So this is the final race for the Superbikes, and still 12 laps to go. It's all on here at the moment.
All right, so the 1NZ, of course, is Sloane Frost. Is back in 5th place at the moment. He's been struggling to make top 3s along the way. Yes, he's made a few of them. He's got up there, but hasn't shown that consistency. And certainly after Ruapuna last year, so that's 15 months ago, where he was, in his terms, average. And then, man, he went to levels and went bang, 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 and won all 3 of them down there. We certainly knew that the great Chopper was back, and he got the number 1, but it could be the change, Looking out for it. Changes through there, Scott Moir. That's what you've got to do, Scott Moir. With 5 points, that would make it a 9. That would make it a 9-pointer. So Scott Moir's done it. Scotty's there. So Scott in front, freeze frame the race, and that order will give Scott Moir the title. Brad Ritchie, that's the excitement we want.
Oh, this is absolutely unbelievable. Daniel Medham will know that too. He would have saw that move. So Daniel Medham, he can't settle for third now. He's got to push hard. This is all on at the moment. Scotty Moir, he knows exactly what he had to do. Get out there and win. It's interesting to see if Scotty wins this and Daniel comes second. I believe they go the perfect count back. They've had an equal amount of wins and equal amount of seconds. It'll come down to Scotty Moir's more third places in the championship. Due to my maths, it's all just in my head at the moment, but I think with Scotty Moir winning this race, the title will be his on the countback.
Oh, wow,
It'll be the perfect countback.
Brad, congratulations on that. Good work. It's something that I thought about, but lunchtime was too important to catch up with some special people. But there we go. A great meeting here. This is the finale. This is what it comes down to. Man, sometimes you don't even see MotoGP or World Supers go as tight as this. But we've got it all happening in our New Zealand NZSBK Road Race Championship, where we come alive with Scott Moir, Damon Rees, Daniel Medham, 3 super guys that have not been title winners. Al Hoogie up there, he got his taste of a victory here yesterday as well, so he's been another one of those to have won races. So all of these top 4 guys have each had some stage had a win in this championship. It's been one of the best championships. We seem to say that every year, but folks, I can't even say it better than I can right here and now. You heard it from Turbo. This has been the best championship we've seen in New Zealand road racing. Man, oh man, down to the wire, and super so exciting, and so many of the classes, and that's why as we go racing, it is Scott Moir out in front from Demo. He's there in 2nd place, and back to Daniel Medham for the 3rd. The Coleman Suzuki Gull Fire putting in a superb run back there in that 3rd place. Exactly as Brad said, he knows what he's got to do. He's got to get past Demon Damo. Demon Damo could be the capitalist, whichever of those 2 wins that it is for a Suzuki, but Demon Damo doing a great job to get up there for a chance to be in that 3rd place overall after what had been a fantastic start to the series. Man, oh man, if you'd take him after Ruapuna, you thought this guy's just going to bolt away. He went to a foreign circuit on a foreign island, one that he hasn't done much with, and he showed everybody which way was the winning way down there. But then unfortunately it all turned odd for Timaru, and he couldn't get it back on track in time for Hampton Downs, nor in fact at Manfield. So he's waited for his home track here in Taupo before we've seen him at his best. So check it out, Demon Damo. And look at that, equidistant. Take the gap, 1-2, then the gap 2-3. You've got Demon Damo right in the middle there, and it is Scott Moir on fire. Who is hungrier for the victory is what we're going to come down to as we talk about the others like Alistair Hugenboozem along with Sloane Frost in there for a very good 4-5. And Brad, any of those others out there still trying to claim all of the glory, because so many of the other places are very close as well. So I want to make sure we get down and just sort out all those points. There's a 1-pointer. What's that one, Brad?
Jake Lewis and James Hoogie for 6th and 7th in the title. So that's a couple of the Christchurch boys. They were teammates last year as well on the Triumph. So yes, absolutely all to play for here. There's battles all over the points scale. But have a look at this. Damon Rees won't want to settle for the 2nd place either. So this one's not done. There's still going to be 9 laps to go when they cross the line. But it is Taupo, Scotty Moir, the Pro Moto man. Look at George Moir. He'll be climbing out of the fence in a minute. Settle down, Georgie. We've still got 9 laps of this one, but awesome stuff from the CD Vandermeer Builders team down there. Scotty Moir leads them into the S's. Damon Rees there in 2nd with Daniel Medham in 3rd. So this is all on that 3-way fight at the moment.
Oh, there we go, and it's all looking good at the moment as we go for that 1, 2, 3. Then look out for 4, 5 for Scott Moyers a little bit further back. So that fourth place there for Al, then go to Sloan, then go to Jake, and that's that important point that we've been talking about. So Jake Lewis looking to make sure he can get that next placing ahead of super consistent Mr. James Hugenbosom. Like James is riding the Mega Motorcycle Centre, Metzger Builders, Underground Brown, Repsol, Metzler Tyres, Revit City, Race Supplies and Suzuki supported rider, and enjoying the fact that we were watching James as well riding the RMZ 250. Brought it all the way down for the Burt Munro and had to go in the 250 class for the beach race. Just lacked a bit of experience, as you would being your first time, and I'm sure he's going to be a podium getter in that 250 title at the Burt Munro in years to come, and also having a dab at motocross, and looking forward to be down in Canterbury for Queen's Birthday weekend and the Michael Godfrey Memorial, and James hopefully to front in that event. We will see, I'm sure, how his talents will be when it comes to the world of motocross, because once a champion superbiker, you can go anywhere, and he's proving it with some great beach racing and motocross. Bring it on, James Hugenbosom. But back to the front with Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a knife edge time. This one still going to be 8 laps to go when they cross the line, and this was scheduled for an 18 lapper, so they would have, this is the last race of the season. I doubt they've had too many spare sets of tyres in the van, so whatever tyre they had left over for an 18 lapper they'd planned on could be all on here, so we don't know what sort of tyres they're on. They look to be on even pace at the moment, some frantic stuff with a 1:27.357, so just outside the lap record we've got, but if Georgie is correct, that could be a new lap record for Scotty out in front as well, so he knows exactly what he's got to do. He's got to get out there and win, but it's Daniel Medham, the one with all the work to do right now in third. That's not going to be enough. With that if they finish it like that, it's going to be the title for Scotty Moyer, so it's all on here at the moment. Other ones to look out for, Al Hoogie, Sloane Frost in there as well, with Livio Zamperi behind James Hoogie, and Brad Grimmage carrying on his great weekend, so good work from BG, and great stuff here.
Well, BG, and congratulations to Kia Trailers getting on board as his awesome sponsor, as they are with the Suzuki race team, and whether it be at motocross, enduro or cross country, of course they've now come road racing, so thanks to Tony and the team at Kia Trailers. They make an exceptional trailer, and they've got the Barbie special here today, the Barbie on one side, the chili bin on the other, and there'll be a little bit of a snack afterwards down in the pit, so well done to Kia Trailers getting it behind Suzuki race team, and in particular all-round good guy, nice guy, Taupo hero, Mr. Brad Grimbridge, the local locksmith, who's undoing a fortune here at the moment as he has his debut year in New Zealand road racing. Remembering, he'd never raced a road race until he came here for the Suzuki Series 4 months ago, folks, and this man's already in New Zealand Superbikes and hitting an awesome 9th place out of a field of double that number, so great to watch. As this race unfolds now, Brad, I picked up one thing from the interview before with Daniel, and he was talking about tyres, and you've just hinted on as well, and I think it's going to be tyres that will be the factor, because he said he was all over the place, and there's one comment that's been made about Taupo this weekend, everybody talking about how slippery it is, but look at the sunshine here at the moment. That black cloud has just stayed away. The whole circuit's in the sun, and with the cooler air temperature and that cooler overnight temperature, this circuit is perfect at the moment for tyre traction. So you wouldn't describe it as anything negative from a tyre point of view, but it's, as you rightfully point out, how good was your tyre to come into the race. And look at the roll of Damon Rees, because I tell you what, if it finishes in this order, Scott Moyer owes that man a heap.
Oh, I tell you what, yeah, well, 1:27.357, that is quite close to lap record pace, so absolutely brilliant stuff, and just a full credit to how hard these guys are pushing, and still 6.5 laps to go. We see Scotty Moyer lead them around the sweeping turn 9 down into second gear, then you get right up into fifth gear, down that little bit there you get well over 200 kilometres an hour as your hard braking zone into turn number 10, the left hand hairpin, but it is Scotty Moyer ahead of Damon Rees and Daniel Medham. This is a great little three-way fight, can't keep my eyes off it at the moment, but Al Hoogie's just drift off a little bit in 4th place, and Sloane Frost in 5th as well. So a great little top 5. And if you would have said at the start of the championship the only one in the top 5 not to have won a race was Sloane Frost, I would have said no way. But here it is at the moment. The three of them going into the flip-flop. Scotty Moyer, Damon Rees and Daniel Medham. And Daniel just starting to lose touch a little bit there. I don't know if his tyres are going off or these boys are just pushing that hard at the front. But all to play for here. And 6 laps to go now with Scotty Moyer in charge.
Well, one thing we have seen, and it's been lappers have played a crucial role, sometimes positive, sometimes negative, depending on which rider you've been, and there's a lapper that's sticking right out wide on that corner, so we watch out for the paces they draw in on the tail of what we call the lapper, the rider that's being overtaken, and we're just going to watch out for this one. Scott needs to play this one nicely should he get up on the inside, and he will do too. Yeah, he's got it, he's used the lapper and got the lapper nicely through there, and the lapper's gone wide. That allows Damon to get up through there as well, and the lapper just back there with Daniel is back to that 3rd place and got the lapper in there as well, and as you picked up Brad as well, Oh, thank you to the lapper. Look at that. He's moved right over the right-hand side, and that's allowed Daniel a clear run. So he hasn't been deterred in any way by the lapper out there. But one thing, he is losing pace and space, and maybe the race at this stage, maybe, I'm saying only maybe, because we're all on for it. Who's got the most fans out there? Who's going to make the most noise? It's we'll call him Taupo in front, because it is certainly Scotty Moyer. That's unsung, and the man who calls this track his home. And as he said in the podium earlier today, he calls this his favourite as well. He loves Taupo. And remembering off Friday, October the 25th, there'll be a Learn by Rees training day here with Team Rees, with Tony, Mitch, and this man Demon Damo teaching you how to ride a motorcycle. It'll be a special day. I'm hoping to be here myself for that one. So looking out for that Friday the 25th of October. You'll learn from the best, as we have, of course, the endurance race and a great festival of racing on that weekend here at Taupo at the team Bruce McLaren Motorsport Partners. It will be just down the road at Diggin McEwen for the annual Labour Weekend Motocross. So bringing all together the best of two wheels with the best motocross and the best superbikes right here in Taupo.
Absolutely flying. They're still lapping in the 127s at the moment with 5 laps to go, and absolutely pushing. The front ends moving around, the back ends are dancing as well. So Damon Rees, he's not going to want second place. He's right on the back of Scotty Moyer, but Scotty's got to hang on there. He can't finish in second place. He won't have enough points. He'll lose by 1 point. Finishing in first is all he can do, really. So the CD Vandermeer builder's got to get that on the pit board. You must win this race, Scotty Moyer, but Damon Rees definitely right at the back of him. Daniel met him. He's sort of almost put up the white flag there. He's drifting right off the top 2 bunch at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that gap. But the other gap in the fight there is the fight for 5th place, with Jake Lewis all over the back of defending champion Sloane Frost. So I would say not long before we see Jake try and make a move there. So a brilliant weekend for the Yamaha Blue Crew team, and Jake Lewis looking to salvage some great points at the business end of the season.
All right, no Jamie McDonald, no Tony Rees after their dramas earlier. We've got Jason Bardell out there. He's one that's been lapped, so too for Jeff Rogerson and Jason Lamb. Good on you, boys. You're the what we call Superbike B. So Jason, Jeff, congratulations. You've deserved your credits 1 and 2 out there. So these are our second tier of riders. That's not a championship for them. They only do support class racing. It's a lesser entry fee, but it's a way to get out there and get into the Huntsman. And thank you for the way that you've kept out the way of the other riders. As we then check out our Superbike racing, Dave Sharp, Ryan Yanko, Connor London in the 11th place, Jay Lawrence, the man getting the first timers run for the Isle of Man, and he will be Suzuki's factory rider. Suzuki's factory rider at the Isle of Man this year, and a first timer as well. So, nudges back, he's got it. He might have gone too wide, he's gone too wide. Oh, Demon, he put the front wheel in there, he had the advantage, but then he overshot on the sweeping corner. Scott's got it back. Scott Moyer, exceptional, and it's exactly what he had to do. Tell you what, Demon Damo's not playing in his hands, but Scott Moyer knows he's got to do it, and it might be Damon up on the inside. He's going to push all the way round, and has he done it? Yes, he has. He's got it. He's got the lead again. Oh, and he's put it right on there. The braking was very severe, and now Scott wants to have another. No, he's going outside. He's going inside as we look out for it. Remembering, no good Scott Moyer being in second place, because that's exactly what Daniel Medham, the man behind him, wants. It will be a 1 pointer to Dan Medham if Scott Moyer is in second place. Scott has got to win the race to win the title. It's as easy as that. So I tell you what, at the moment, the catalyst out there, the absolute man playing the decisive role, and who will be our New Zealand champion, is a man that's not contesting 1 or 2. It is Honda Hero and Hotshot, the mighty Demon Damo Rees, who's out and amongst them and flying high. So great to see this kind of racing. Man, oh man, we have got it all on for you. Great to catch up with friends during the lunch break, and everybody commenting on just how good this event is. And to all of you that have gathered here today, thank you for the support of Motorcycle New Zealand and this incredible NZSBK 2019. To the media team, to Lisa and Ian, exceptional, Spider and our co-commentary team, along with Virginia, driving this whole new model of how we set the standard of running racing in New Zealand. Our exceptional sponsors, our volunteers, and particularly to our chief stewards and crew out here, like our stewards and our clerk of the courses. The names are mentioned in the program. These are exceptional people getting behind this talented sport. So well done to the road race fraternity within Motorcycle New Zealand. We've got a real championship on here. As Demon Damo, look at that, Brad. He's opened the buffer. That is going to make it much harder for Scott Moyer. Scott knows he has to come back, or he will be relying on some bad luck for Daniel Medham. I think Daniel's got all his hands on Damon doing exactly what he did in that last race to take the win away, and he's just going to cruise in third.
Absolutely, yeah, 3 laps to go. This is heating up. Damon Rees, he's sneaking out into the distance. He was the fastest man on track out there last time around, so absolutely flying at the moment. Daniel Medham, all he can do is sit back and enjoy the best seat in the house. He's in 3rd place at the moment with Al Hoogie, a good 4th. Jake Lewis is now up into 5th, and Sloane Frost starting to come under pressure now from James Hoogie. So just Sloane Frost just drifting off a little bit with the track getting a bit warm and the pace getting hot. But this battle for the lead, this is the one we've come to see. There's 2.5 laps to go. They're down the back straight at the moment, and it looks like it is still Damon Rees in front of Scotty Moyer as we watch them screaming down the back straight. But Damon Rees, a man on the mission, he's definitely saved a bit of tyre or something, but he's got a decent enough advantage. So definitely advantage to Damon Rees in this race, and advantage championship to Daniel Medham at the moment. What has Scotty Moyer got? He's going to have 2 laps to do something about Damon Rees in front of him.
Wow, I tell you what, if the title is decided by 1 point, it'll come to show you just how crucial every little placing is in racing, and it'll only go to say that had there been a little bit of an angel on his shoulder, that Scott Moyer should have had an easier run for this one, but he had one bad luck race at Hampton Downs where he had to pull out, and had he not had to do that, the title, I'm sure, would have been closer to his than it is right at this very moment. But it is Demo. Can he stick with him at the moment? He's got to be delighted with his performance. He has stormed back. He started confident. He's going to finish confidently. He's had a little lull in the middle. And just looking, making sure that 3rd place is still going to remain intact, Brad. And
I think it's going to stay with Al. He's got 17-point swing for Damon and Al, so I think Al might still hang on to it.
Right, so he's still going to take that 3rd. So Damon can't get back up there. And that was 2 L's, excuse me, a win yesterday, a real credit to him. So I don't think we're going to see a change in that placing. But anyway, what we are looking at is a fight for the 1st, and at this stage it is a 1-pointer to the man in 3rd place. This is Daniel Medham. We watched him a few years ago lose a 125 GP title here. This could be the day that he wins the New Zealand Superbikes. And after his fantastic effort at Manfield, 3 out of 3 last weekend, he won the TT. He'd won 5 out of the 6 races between the Hampton Downs TT weekend and Manfield last weekend. So that's been his crucial reason for biting so much of this. Remembering Scott, we'll go all the way back to levels at Timaru. He won all 3 races down there. So he was in exceptional form, but he, on consistency, has missed that 1 race at Hampton Downs due to mechanical problems, and that effectively in the end has cost him the title. But there we go with the white flag, and it is 1 lap to go. Damon out in front to try and get the Honda winning a 1-1 today. He's already won the 1st one. He's looking good for the 2nd one. As we head on back to that 2nd place with Scott Moyer, the Taupo hero, with a chance to win it, but it's relying on luck. He's relying on luck here at the moment. He won't get that back unless there is bad luck to any one of either the rider in front of him or the rider behind him as he sits in that 2nd place. So let's look out for this. Damon Rees heading for that victory, and Scott Moyer for the 2nd, and Daniel Medham for the 3rd, who's heading for the more important victory. He cares nothing about where he is in the race at the moment. All he cares about is that overall, and he's calculated it to perfection thanks to Damon Rees. He's got it by 1 point. 1 point here at the moment. The 1-point championship. We've seen that in the past between Robbie Bugden and Andrew Stroud. We're going to see it again here at Taupo, Brad.
Absolutely brilliant stuff from Damon Rees. He lost the lead at the midway stage of the race and just let Scotty do all the heavy lifting, but now he's flying ahead over a 2nd lead when they cross the line, so it's his into control at the moment. Scotty Moyer, all he's been able to do is watch him fly off in the distance. 2nd place is a great result, but it's not going to be good enough if he wants the title. Damon Rees is out of the final hairpin. He's down the back straight, running into the flip-flop as we speak, and it's going to be Damon Rees into the flip-flop ahead of Scotty Moyer with Daniel Medham, a former 600 Supersport champion. He is going to be 1 step further as they come around here. So here we go with Damon Rees. Team Rees Racing, double wins today, a big wheelie across the line. Well done to Damon Rees. Scotty Moyer is going to finish in 2nd, but here he is, our champion, into turn 14. So all he's got to do is get out of that. He's on the pit wall there, and there he is, a wheelie for Daniel Medham. He knows it. He's done it. The New Zealand Superbike champion, Daniel Medham. Al Hoogie will finish in a good 4th place there with Jake Lewis's teammate. A 4.5 for Yamaha, and then we go back to James Hoogie, who's head of Sloane Frost on that last lap. So there we go, absolutely brilliant stuff, and there's some awesome stuff. We've got the number 1 sticker down the end of the front straight, so absolutely brilliant. Daniel Medham for Gull New Zealand and Coleman's a K Road. What a deserved champion, and absolutely brilliant stuff. Unfortunate heartbreak for Scotty Moyer. He'd done a lot of hard work in that race, but unfortunately could not get the job done. And a 1-point series victory for Daniel Medham. So absolutely brilliant stuff. The update as they cross the line: Damon Rees, Scott Moyer with Daniel Medham in there, Alistair Hugenbotham, Jake Lewis in 5th, James Hugenbotham up into 6th, 7th for Sloane Frost, 8th place there for Brad Grubage, who got ahead of Olivier Zamperi. So brilliant. I think it's BG's greatest performance in 8th place. Olivier Zamperi there in 9th. Connor London, the top 10 for Connor, and Jay Lawrence in 11th. So Dave Sharp there with a nice 12th place. So there we go, the Super Bike Championship, and it is Daniel Medham, the young man from Glen Eden in Auckland. And absolute full credit to the team down there, the RCM Raycliffe Motorsport team. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So we'll cross down now to Neil, who will have some of the celebrations down in Parc Ferme.
Well, you'd just think that Demon Damo won the title. Look at this, there's more red than anybody. This is a man that's going to get the congratulations. Super Dad Tony is here first, and Mitch, Tony, a lot has been salvaged here at Taupo.
Yeah, yeah, it's great to come back to the track we love, which Hampton Downs. I'm sorry, Taupo, because we didn't love Hampton Downs. The two tracks. The two tracks we love the most, and they're the rider tracks and not the horsepower tracks, and that's where the Honda comes out on top. And at Taupo and Ruapuna, we saw the wins come the Honda way, and so fantastic to see Damon. He had to work for that. So great race.
Well done, Tony. Here, the non-horsepower tracks. You hear that where a rider comes into his own, and there it is. But indeed, folks, the record remains. Indeed, Suzuki, of course, to take the overall title. I've done a 1-2, so it's been exceptional for them. But here we go. Here's the 92. Listen for this. Come on, Taupo! Put it right back on the front, right at the top. Don't you love it? Man, oh man, that is so nice. So there we have it with a update of our racing. Well, Scotty, how will he feel? An exceptional second. 1 point, folks. 1 point is all we've got on this one. In fact, I'm sure we're still seeing that wheelie. Is it still celebrating out there? We're waiting for the 34. We're going to bring it home. I said before, we watched here a few years ago this man lose a 125 title, but right here today, he has won the New Zealand Superbike title, a first-time winner. And remembering any of these three could be good. How good's our racing for the future, folks, when we've got young budding stars like we are showing here at the moment? Because we have got one exceptional sport that we have watched here today. You can hear the bikes revving up. You know what it's going to be. Excitement galore, and we are waiting. Are we what? And Suzuki thoroughly deserving their credit. They first did it way back in 06 and all the way through, other than in 17. Where it went to Tony on the Honda. It has been with Suzuki all the way, and many quality pilots along on that journey as well. So just wait. Oh, yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it, can't you? Woo-hoo-hoo! Stopping's galore. There's the number. It's on the front already. And you have the number one in front. There it is. Who wants to go there and touch that? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Well done. Look, these guys are champions. All of them are champions. And you've just seen an amazing ride. The tears flow, the joy, the excitement that goes with it. When Daniel had that controversial exit from racing a few years ago, it was said it will take a tough man to fight back from that, and you have seen one of the toughest men fight back, and he's done it in amazing style. He's put the Gold Common Suzuki bike back on number one. It might only be third in the race, but it's certainly an amazing position. We'll be dealing with, in fact, the podium as it is from that race, and we'll, in fact, be starting with our man that has just won the title. Third was all he needed to do, because thanks to Demon Damo, he's deprived the points. And let's get them up here, folks, because your hands are still cold, your hearts need some warming. So let's have them. The three greatest riders in New Zealand here and now are right here assembled before you. Wow, what a mark. You saw it before in our earlier moto, you're seeing it again. Daniel, let's not worry about third. It's just a little number. It's number one by 1 point.
Yeah, that was a tough race. I pushed so hard out in the first half to keep with these boys, and in the end I had no rear grip, and yeah, I just made sure I bring it back home safe. I could see what was going on ahead of me, and Damo was pretty aggressive and come through fast, and he looked fast, so he got through and took the lead, and yeah, I just knew what I had to do and bring it home.
Hey mate, we can remember the despair here those years ago with the 125, but when you look back now, it must have been something to help you build and give you character to be here now and winning and truly being the number one in New Zealand.
Yeah, you live and you learn, eh? So that wasn't going to let that happen again, so good to come back here and take the championship that I should have taken all those years ago.
Yeah, here indeed. All right, great to have a good team behind you. You've done it, or couldn't have done it without them?
Yeah, just well, let's say a big thanks to Ray Clee. I took him out on Friday. He's the team boss and owns most of the bike, and he gave me his bike to ride for the weekend, so if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even been out there in any of the races, so big thank you to him and all the team that's helped this weekend.
Well done. Hear it from Dan. You heard it. That's the borrowed bike. That's the borrowed bike. And when he say took him out, we're not meaning he took him out on the town, folks. He took him out. He crashed and took out the boss. That's not what you do 2 days before the championship. Scotty Moyer, 1 point, mate. The bridesmaid again. Suzuki winner 2 years in a row, but couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, I mean, 1 point off winning, you know, it's